Alright guys, here I got this Lasko 12-inch pedestal fan model 2112 from 1993 to 94. I found this in an alleyway last year. It was just pretty much standing there. So I took it with me and then tried to see what the problem is. First thing I noticed was that it was missing the rear guard nut, so it had nothing to lock onto. Um, Also another thing, the neck bracket was pretty much breaking down. And then it completely broke, which so I pretty much replaced it with one of these newer ones. Works better now. Has better tilting range. And apart from better tilting range, um, these things don't really break that often because it doesn't use those plastic tilting locks that most of these Lasko pedestal fans use. Um, Now this fan has a metal plate at the bottom of the base. Um, Unfortunately, this base is kind of yellowing out, and it's starting to break down too. So far to say, I'm glad that the blade is not breaking, nor the other parts I installed onto it. Um, but it did needed some work to be done onto it. For example, the motor, the windings were pretty much coming loose, so I sprayed EL600 into it to secure those windings a lot better, and therefore the fan would not have any problems running in terms of overheating. Now, I replaced the rear guard because the other one did not have a retainer, and I did not want something getting in here and pretty much breaking the blade from the back. But apart from that, that's pretty much it. Um, oh yeah, this front grill is not original. This came from that 2150 that I had before. The base broke on it, so I'm looking for another base currently. By the way, let's start up with the high speed. Now, what's amazing about these Lasko fans, and all of you collectors out there already know this, these are pretty much the most well-built fans out in the market, and the most powerful too. Even in the 1990s, when they started making these blades out of polycarbonate plastic. But yeah, performance is pretty much still on par with the acrylic blades. And this could be felt from a good distance. That's how powerful these little fans are. And yeah, these fans are good for. I think this fan would have been good for an RV back in the day as well, as they do not take up a lot of space. Speed 2. Just look at that airflow right there. And even on the low speed is powerful. Sort of gentle right there, but oscillation, which works fine for now, but I'm gonna be careful with it because this has a different gearbox in which the setup screws on is one of those that screws on from the back, and if this one of the gears break, then it's pretty much over for that. But yeah, these, despite their size, these are no joke. And also one thing to keep in mind, this thing has quite decent height as well. Even though it's pretty much the size of that fan on its lowest height, it's still quite decent. Quite a shame they don't make these fans anymore, and it's made pretty much because several fan brands they don't make um, decent quality blades like this. Now I'm not sure if I should sell this because I don't really come across this model that often, so I'm kind of willing to keep it because yeah, that's pretty much why I like these older Lasko fans. Oh great, and off. But yeah, even though with yeah, it's still even after 30 years now, this thing still runs like a champ. So that'll be it for the video. So that's the 1993-94 Lasko 12-inch oscillating pedestal fan, model 2112.